A wealthy businesswoman receives a speeding ticket, walks into Judge Frank Caprio's courtroom, and immediately starts insulting him, refusing to pay, and even attempts to walk out mid-hearing. What happens next is a reminder that money doesn't buy respect and arrogance carries consequences. This is Patricia Whitmore's story. What unfolds when entitlement meets true authority in a courtroom where character matters more than a bank account? Tell us where you're watching from. Because this story of accountability resonates anywhere people are tired of seeing the wealthy think rules don't apply to them. It's Wednesday morning at Providence Municipal Court. Judge Frank Caprio prepares for what seems like a routine speeding case when his bailiff leans in with a warning. The defendant has been difficult with court staff. The citation reads: Patricia Whitmore, age 48, driving 25 miles per hour over the speed limit in a residential neighborhood. The officer notes she was argumentative, claimed she was too important to be stopped, and initially refused to sign the citation. Patricia Whitmore enters, dressed head to toe in designer clothes, carrying a luxury handbag, constantly checking her phone, clearly signaling that this court appearance is beneath her. Judge Caprio begins professionally. Miss Whitmore, you are here regarding a speeding citation. Please approach. She walks forward slowly, still scrolling through her phone. Miss Whitmore, I need your full attention. Please put your phone away, he says. Patricia looks up with visible annoyance. I'm handling important business matters. Can we make this quick? I have actual things to do today. The courtroom tenses at her dismissive tone. This court is important, and you will give it your full attention. You were cited for driving 55 in a 30 miles per hour zone. How do you plead? This is ridiculous, she scoffs. That speed limit is absurd. I drive that road daily and never had a problem. Judge Caprio remains calm but firm. I didn't ask for your opinion. How do you plead? Fine, whatever. I was speeding. Can I just pay this and leave? I don't have time for this. Judge Caprio reviews the citation details while Patricia continues showing impatience. Ms. Whitmore, 25 miles per hour over the limit in a residential area is serious. There are children, families. I know that neighborhood. Patricia interrupts. Those people should teach their kids not to play near the street. I shouldn't have to drive 30 miles per hour because parents can't supervise properly. The courtroom reacts with audible disapproval. The speed limit exists to protect everyone, not just children. Your attitude toward this citation concerns me. My attitude? Patricia's voice rises. I'm a successful businesswoman being lectured by a small-town judge about a road I use every day. This is a waste of my time and taxpayer money. Judge Caprio stands, patience tested. You are in a courtroom. You will show respect for this process. Respect for what? Rubber stamping tickets to generate revenue, she retorts. I'll pay your fine and be done. Your fine is $350 plus court costs. Patricia laughs dismissively. That's it? I spend more than that on lunch. Just charge my card. This isn't a restaurant, Miss Whitmore. This is a court of law. You are treating it as an inconvenience, not a serious matter. Because it is an inconvenience, she snaps. You're treating me like a criminal for driving a little fast on an empty road. Judge Caprio tries again. This is serious. Patricia's entitlement only intensifies. Miss Whitmore, I'm reviewing your driving record. You have 3 prior speeding tickets in the last 2 years. So what? I paid them all. That's how it works. Tickets, I pay, everyone's happy, she says. No, Miss Whitmore. Each violation represents dangerous driving that could harm others. She rolls her eyes. I'm an excellent driver. I've driven for 30 years without an accident. Your luck doesn't excuse repeated speeding violations, he responds. Patricia says his title with obvious condescension. Look, Judge. I'm a busy person. I run 3 companies. I employ over 200 people, and I contribute more to this city's tax base than most people in this courtroom will earn in their lifetimes. The gallery gasps at her arrogance and blatant disrespect. Miss Whitmore, your financial status does not exempt you from following traffic laws, Judge Caprio replies firmly. Really? Because it feels like this whole system exists to shake down people like me who actually contribute to society, Patricia retorts. Judge Caprio's voice hardens. Miss Whitmore, I'm asking one more time, show respect for this court. And if I don't, she sneers. Find me more money I don't care about. You can't intimidate me. I'm not some scared kid or poor person who has to bow and scrape. The courtroom falls silent, shocked by her open contempt. Miss Whitmore, your attitude in this courtroom is as concerning as your speeding. Both show disregard for rules and the safety of others. Patricia picks up her phone. Are we done here? I have important meetings today. Put that phone down. We are not done, Caprio asserts. Actually, I think we are, she says, turning toward the door. Send me the bill, my assistant will handle it. The courtroom leans in. Judge Caprio's voice is calm but commanding. Miss Whitmore, if you take another step toward that door without permission, you will be held in contempt. She smirks. Contempt for what? Not being impressed by your little kingdom here. For showing repeated disrespect, attempting to leave mid-hearing, and demonstrating the exact attitude that makes you a danger on our roads, he responds. A danger? Because I don't grovel in a tiny municipal court. You are a danger because you believe rules don't apply to you. You are a danger because you think wealth exempts you from courtesy and legal obligations. And you are a danger because you have no regard for the safety of others. This is ridiculous. I'm leaving, she says, stepping toward the door again. Bailiff, ensure Ms. Whitmore remains in this courtroom, Caprio orders. Patricia falters for the first time. You can't keep me here. I absolutely can. You are in my courtroom, and you will stay until this hearing is concluded. Now sit down. She hesitates, arrogance clashing with the sudden realization she may not be in control, then slowly returns to her seat, no longer looking at her phone. Now, let's address your situation. You were cited for excessive speeding in a residential area. This is your 4th speeding ticket in 2 years. You have shown no remorse, no understanding of why this matters, and you have repeatedly disrespected this court. I don't have to stand here and be lectured, she interrupts. Yes, Miss Whitmore, you do, Caprio replies evenly. The courtroom watches as he methodically dismantles her entitlement. Your original fine was $350. However, given your behavior in this courtroom, I am increasing it to the maximum, $500 plus court costs. Additionally, you are required to attend a driver safety course within 30 days. Patricia's face registers genuine shock. You can't do that. I can, and I am, Judge Caprio states firmly. A driver safety course? I've been driving for decades. Clearly unsuccessfully, given my 4 speeding tickets, Patricia scoffs. You will complete the course and provide proof to this court, Judge Caprio states firmly. This is outrageous. I'll appeal, she snaps. You have that right, Miss Whitmore. I encourage you to explain to an appellate judge how you treated this courtroom and see if they are sympathetic, Caprio replies. his voice calm but unwavering. Patricia's arrogance begins to crack under the weight of real consequences. Furthermore, I am adding a contempt of court charge for your behavior today, he continues. For what? She challenges. For repeatedly disrespecting this court, attempting to leave mid-hearing, and showing complete disregard for legal proceedings, he answers. So, your total is now $700 plus court costs, which brings it to $850, and mandatory traffic school. Patricia's face pales as the reality of her attitude sinking into tangible consequences hits. You're punishing me for being successful, she protests. No, I am holding you accountable for breaking the law and showing contempt for this court. Wealth does not exempt you from your obligations as a citizen, Caprio replies evenly. I want to speak to your supervisor. I don't have a supervisor, Miss Whitmore. I am the chief judge of this municipal court. You are welcome to appeal if you wish, he says. Patricia stands silently, perhaps for the first time realizing that her money and status mean nothing here. Miss Whitmore, understand this. This court sees people from every background. Some can barely afford fines, while for others it may seem like pocket change. The law applies equally to everyone, Judge Caprio emphasizes. Patricia's earlier arrogance is gone. When you speed through residential neighborhoods, you are not just breaking a rule, you are risking lives. Children live there. Elderly people walk there. Families exist there. Your convenience is not more important than their safety. Your attitude today shows exactly why you keep getting tickets. You believe rules don't apply to you because of your success, Caprio continues. For the first time, Patricia looks genuinely uncomfortable. I will tell you what I tell everyone who appears before me, this court values character far more than your bank account. Today, you demonstrated very poor character, he says. Finally, Patricia speaks quietly. Can I just pay the fine and leave? Yes, but first you will apologize for your disrespectful behavior, he states. What? You heard me. Apologize to this court, or I will add another contempt charge. Patricia stands silently, pride warring with pragmatism. I apologize for my behavior in court today, she says, her voice softening. Say it like you mean it, Caprio prompts. Your Honor, I apologize for being disrespectful to you and to this court. My behavior was inappropriate, she admits. Judge Caprio nods. Apology accepted. Now let me be clear. You will pay $850 in fines and costs. You will complete traffic school within 30 days and provide proof to this court. If you receive one more speeding ticket in the next year, I will personally review your case and consider license suspension. Patricia nods, finally grasping the gravity of her situation. Miss Whitmore, one more thing. The next time you drive through that neighborhood at 55 miles per hour, remember this moment. Your time is not more valuable than other people's lives. Yes, Your Honor, she replies. You are dismissed. The clerk will process your payment, Judge Caprio concludes. As Patricia walks to the clerk's office, her demeanor is different, less arrogant, more sober. Respect is earned, not bought. Patricia Whitmore's story reminds us that entitlement and arrogance will always meet their match in a fair courtroom. Money cannot buy respect, and accountability applies to everyone. Judge Frank Caprio proves once again that real authority does not need to be loud, it only needs to be firm, fair, and unwavering in the face of disrespect. The real question, when we achieve success, do we demand special treatment, or do we remember that wealth and status don't exempt us from basic decency and legal obligations? Courtrooms are the great equalizer, where character matters more than bank balances. Subscribe to Stories Insights to see more moments where justice is served and entitled behavior meets consequences.